Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Ghost Life. We're your ghosts. I'm Paige Marley.
And I'm Leah Rizzo, and we've got a hauntingly good show for you today.
We are here today. We're not ghosts yet. Ooh. Hey, thanks for watching Coast Life. We're your hosts, and alive and well. I'm Paige Marley.
I'm Leah Rizzo, and yes, it's Friday. We made it.
Nothing scary about Friday.
No, and we are going to teach you how to make those cute little ghosts.
Yeah.
Well, you know, cute-ish little ghosts.
They can be cuter, but you know, our craft skills are getting there.
Maybe yours will be cuter little ghosts.
Yes.
But yeah, we'll show you how to make those as best we can later on in the show today.
Yes.
But yeah, we're excited about Friday. We're excited about the weekend, and we're excited about Coast Life because we always are.
Yes, we love it.
Although there was a story that I was kind of reading about that this is what disappoints me sometimes when sometimes I feel like we're making leaps and bounds as society.
Yeah.
You're like, you know what? There's hope. People are good.
Yay.
And then you read the stories about people that are taking Ozempic to lose weight.
Yeah.
And that hurts my feelings.
Ozempic that diabetic people need.
The one for people with diabetes who, like, if they already can't afford medication to manage that diabetes, like, that should have been their one thing. And then the rich get a hold of it for a fad. And then nobody can afford it. But it was a story that they were talking about, like Walmart is seeing people buy less portions. There are certain restaurants that are selling smaller portions as well. And it was the story about, like, I think it was an art collector, like a wealthy art collector and his wife. They were out to dinner somewhere, and they ordered like the most expensive things on the menu, a $540 potato.
Huh?
Because there was the most expensive caviar in it.
I love caviar, but
A nearly $600 baked potato because of caviar. And on top of that, they didn't even finish it. I couldn't possibly finish the caviar.
Ozempic made them full. We're not judging, but
I'm judging a little bit.
And
I'm a little bit judgy on that.
A little. I've thought about, right? I'm like, could I get Ozempic? Because you guys know me, right? Like, I thought about it. But, like, I'm not.
But
and I'm not going to.
That's also the dangerous line of thinking because I think it's lots of people have thought about it because whether it's, you know, taking a diabetes medication to get that number down.
Yeah.
And so then the people who actually need it to manage their possibly life-threatening illness can't get a hold of it.
We were talking about this earlier too, and I'm like, I think we're getting closer to the Hunger Games. That's an extreme take. I know we're not, but I'm just saying, because hear me out. There's that episode, not the episode, the scene in the Hunger Games where the rich are having this really big party. I'm talking the rich, and they are eating all this good food, and then they're like, I'm so full, and they take medicine to make themselves throw up so they can eat more. And I'm just laughing where I feel like, are we getting there, you guys?
Where it's just like, that's the ultimate. The last few years, like every year when we're making New Year's resolutions and all those kinds of things, I always make a goal of mine to like, I want to be less wasteful.
Yeah.
And so with like that goal always sitting in the back of my mind, even when like I order things online and I'm throwing out the plastic and I'm like, I thought I'd be less wasteful, but like that.
That's all of us.
It hurts me, the stories of the rich. But.
Yeah, unless you're not taking Ozempic and you're just eating your $500 potato.
If you're gonna eat your $500 potato, eat the whole thing.
Share with us.
$540.
I love caviar.
We'll finish what you can.
Send
it to us. But I think, you know, we talked about it's stories like that make you maybe lose a little faith in humanity. Well, it's stories like this that maybe you're like, okay, maybe we have ourselves together here a little bit.
I like
Gen Z is kind of considering themselves, or at least they're trying to be more of monk mode, I think is what they're calling it.
Oh, I love
monk
it.
mode, to disconnect with social media.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of them are deleting social media apps. They're keeping time off their phone, and the results are clear. They're saying that there's a lot less stress. They're a little bit happier. There's a lot less. I mean, I think anytime you unlock your phone and all you see are notifications, even if it's just like my fantasy football notifications, I'm like, stop bothering me.
And I don't think I have like a social media problem, but if I really think about it, if I didn't have social media, I mean, one of the first things I do when I wake up, well, first I check my email, then I check my social media. And sometimes, you know, between at work, if you're like, okay, I'm waiting for this thing to upload, let me check social media, I think it does affect all of us, maybe more than we think. If you really come back and think about it, you're on social media more than maybe you should be.
I mean, I know for me personally, it's hurt my ability to be bored.
Yeah.
And I think, what used to fill that void of boredom was art and painting and sketching and drawing and all this creative thinking. And now I'm like, well, let me just sit on my phone for a minute.
Right.
And then my easel sits dry in the corner. And
No,
I'm like,
it's
well,
true.
I don't
true.
have time.
I think that everything goes in waves, right? Like there's a generation that's so obsessed with social media, the other's going to bring it back. And then there's going to be a new app that everyone gets obsessed with. So I think we're fine. I think we're in a good, healthy circle as long as we remember that not everything you see on social media is real.
Yes, and maybe this was real, maybe it's not, and I think it kind of depends on the sort of couple you are as to whether or not this, and I think this only works in the presence of social media, really, because it's the only reason to do this, I think.
True.
Are pranks at weddings. How do you feel about that?
Not at my wedding. I'll tell you that. Pranks at weddings would be funny if someone else's husband pranked them, and I was at the wedding as a guest.
I think, depending on the couple, because every couple is different, and if you are a couple that lives to prank each other, I would expect there to be pranks at that wedding. You know what I mean? But I would expect them to be mutual. You would expect the couple to both be thinking, like, how am I going to prank my husband? How am I going to prank my wife?
They'd be tasteful.
Yeah. You know the ballpark of not offending your significant other. But if you're not really a pranky, jokey couple and like the bride has been, because typically it is the bride, but maybe it's the groom and maybe it's the bride that pranks the groom. Like either way, if there's one couple that's been more invested in planning this wedding, the last thing you want is something unexpected. And there was a couple on social media that went viral because the groom was pulling out his vows. He was like, wait, I wrote them down. And written on the piece of paper was, help me, not vows. And the wife she did not think it was funny.
Think about it this way. If you're a pranking couple, that's great. I love you. Prank. Woo, it's fun. But your wedding day, just think for a second, because one of you, maybe it's not you, but at least your wife or your husband, it's the most important day. You spent all this money. You want to look your best. It is the moment in life. You're probably going to be more in love than you've ever been. A lot of people, I don't know, but they say it's downhill from there. Who knows? But you're so in love, and you're going to say, help me?
Right.
Like,
it's just an ill taste in 2023.
Yeah, I'm not thinking, that honestly sounds like something in 2010 that I would see on Pinterest or Tumblr.
It's giving ball and chain.
It's giving Tumblr early, it's not funny, Call me ball and chain in your free time, not on our wedding day.
Right.
That's not funny. But here's the thing, if I was at your wedding and your husband did it, I would be like, ha ha. But if my husband did it, it would not be funny.
It would be like a cute photo op, I guess. Like if that was your cute thing and both, again, husband and wife know that that's the photo result, like, okay, cute, whatever.
Yeah. How many guys are watching us right now? Like, they're boring and uptight. We know.
Sue us.
Sue us.
Don't sue us, though.
Please. Yeah, keep the pranks. Even just keep them for the reception.
Yeah.
The ceremony is supposed to be like the moment.
Yeah.
You know?
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
Sure.
We also love the show that we've got coming your way. Coast Life's Maya Henry is going to tell us what's coming up today.
Coming up next, meet our charming pet of the week and find your happy place with the Parker Group. Plus, we're getting creative with our DIY Halloween series. All that and more when Coast Life gets back.
Coast Life is brought to you by BB Healthcare, Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, Preston Automotive Group, Shell Brothers, and the Parker Group.
Well, on Delmarva, really everywhere, it's always a great idea just to celebrate, honor, and just show a little love to our law enforcement. But today is an even more great day to do all that because it is Faith and Blue Weekend, starting right now. To explain what that is and how to celebrate, we have two wonderful people with the Rehoboth Beach Police Department, Lieutenant Sullivan and Benjamin. Thank you both so much for being here.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate you inviting us out here.
We are so happy to have you. It's always an honor to have Rehoboth Beach Police with us on the Coast Life couch. For people who don't know, Faith and Blue Weekend, just first off, what is that?
So National Faith and Blue Weekend was started in 2020. It is a way for law enforcement to engage the community, community outreach through houses of worship, faith houses. And it's a great thing to get out, for us as a police department to get out without a uniform on, being right there with the public and engaging and talking and finding out what's going on with certain things in the neighborhoods.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And so, of course, your title is lieutenant. We have an intern, though, right?
Yes, that is right.
Perfect. So I just want to know, from your point of view, why are weekends like this so important?
I mean, he titled it, community outreach, and I mean, it's a duty on my internship, and yeah, it's great to get the community involved, especially with police departments. But yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, because you're kind of getting that mix right now of the law enforcement side, the community side. You're definitely seeing a lot of both. So people, of course, are interested in this event. Locally here, like you mentioned, it's a national event, but we are celebrating locally. How can people get involved? What's going on this weekend?
So this weekend is a busy weekend in downtown Rehoboth. We have lots going on down there. And part of that weekend, this weekend, is Sunday from 12 to 4. We're offering free barbecue right out in front of the Rehoboth Beach Volunteer Fire Department. Where you can come down there and join us. We'll have police officers there. Some will be in uniform that will be working, obviously, but then most of us will be out of uniform and just making sure that we're making all the meals and stuff for everybody. So it's a free event, so it's very nice. We've been doing it, like I said, for the last 3 years. So
that's incredible. And free food always is pretty enticing to people.
it's good stuff.
Yeah, especially barbecue. Amazing. For you, Benjamin, I'm just curious too, for an event like this, what's your role going to be? And I also want to know if other people are watching. I didn't know police departments could have interns, so I love this. So are you going to be maybe talking to people, encouraging them to sign up as well?
So every year he only has one.
Oh, nice.
Elvis over there, she was the prior intern. But yeah, it's a great program. Sunday I'll just be cooking chicken,
Nice.
4 hours.
A good weekend.
We picked up 240 pounds yesterday in Selbyville, so.
I don't think you guys have enough chicken. 240 pounds. Oh my gosh.
So we ran out last year, so that was interesting. We had 160 pounds last year. So we were stepping our game up a little bit this year, so we'll have enough for everybody.
That's incredible.
We also included some quarter-pound hot dogs this year, so we have 120 of those.
I'm a big hot dog girly.
Yeah. So you have to stop
Okay.
down and join us.
Heck yeah, definitely. That sounds amazing. What do you want people to know about the Rehoboth Beach Police Department? I know that's kind of what this weekend's about, right? That outreach. But for people watching right now, what do you want them to know?
So we have been very fortunate in downtown Rehoboth. We have a community that's super supportive of our police department. Our city side, our commissioners, mayor, and city manager are super supportive of our police department. We just want them to know we're there. We're there. We have a vested community, vested in our community as well. Where we want it to be safe. That's why we're there for them. We're there for them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And never feel like it's an imposition to call us, because that's exactly what we're there for. And, so whether it's something that you think is very minor, it might not be very minor. But that's our mission, to be out there in the public and helping out whenever we can.
Yeah, I'd love to know what you think about that too. Just what do you think people should know about the police department?
We're there for everyone. It's not just we're not just closed off in the police department, and stuff like this on the weekends. You get to talk with actual officers that you're seeing throughout the day.
Definitely. Do you hope this event grows? I mean, I know it's a national recognized event, but what would you say maybe other police departments who don't have events set up?
Yeah, and we're in Delaware here. I think we're probably the only one that I think are participating in Sussex County at this point. But we hope to see other departments do that as well. We're here for a resource for them. If somebody needs to, or another department can certainly reach out to our department, and we'll show them how this is done. And it goes on all weekend. You can be any day of the weekend. It can be all days of the weekend, and it's a nice long weekend here. So you'll have 4 days in order to accomplish something. So.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for what you do, because I think this is just really an important event. We all, don't marvel, we love our law enforcement officers, and thank you for what you do every single day. Really, truly. I know that it's a thankless job sometimes.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for having us.
Definitely.
We appreciate it.
Of course. Hey, before I let you go, one more time, if you don't mind, where and when this event, so people can write it down really quick.
So this Sunday from 12 to 4, right in front of the Rehoboth Beach Volunteer Fire Department, 219 Rehoboth Avenue.
All right, sounds good. Well, Lieutenant, thank you, Ben. Thank you both so much again. We'll have you back here shortly, because I mentioned last time we had Officer Cisco. You remember him? He did a little dance for us. I'll try to get these two to dance next time. But for right now, more Coast Life's on the way. We'll be right back.
It's Friday Coast Life. You know what that means. We are introducing you to another adoptable animal, another dog today. We've got Sina in the studio. Hi, Sina. And Lee McKinley, of course, with Community Animal Partners. So tell us a little bit. We're already obsessed with the dog, and everybody on the Coast Life team is obsessed with little Sina.
Yes, and he's obsessed with the pumpkins.
He is obsessed with the pumpkins from our friends at Lord's Mercantile. Oh, we're eating tags.
It's okay. He's not destructive.
So tell us a little bit about Sina.
Sina is almost 8 months old, and he has lived his life in a foster home early on and then in the shelters ever since. So he's been in Rehoboth now for almost about 2 months, and he's wonderful. He's a playful adolescent dog. He loves playing with other dogs. He loves meeting people. We think he would do well with kids, and just be a joyful addition to any active household.
Yeah,
Yes,
he is active.
Yes, and we do want to just clarify. I mean, he has not been destructive at all. Yes, you see his head in these.
Playing.
He accidentally pulled the tag off. He hasn't bit anything, like messed with anything, right? He's just curious.
Those are very similar to the toys he gets.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, in the kennels. So that's what he thinks he's.
Yes, and he's just a puppy
Found
still,
another
really.
tag. There you go, buddy. Come here. I'll cover him up.
Come on.
But yes,
There
he
you
is still
go.
really
There we go.
Good
still
boy.
a pup.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
great.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
He's so fun.
So fun. I mean, that's what we think we'd be a great like beach dog,
Yes.
or if you do have a sort of an outdoorsy lifestyle,
Yeah.
you'd probably make a great hiking buddy.
Yeah, Lee, what kind of family do you think he'd go best with?
Anybody loves to be outside. I mean, we
Perfect.
walked around here for, 20, 25 minutes. He was just sniffing the flowers, sniffing the grass. He's pretty good on the leash, considering he hasn't had much formal training at all. Again, at 8 months old, he could use a little extra guidance
Sure,
for
yes.
in-home behaviors. But overall, I think any family doesn't need a lot of previous dog experience necessarily, and just ready to help him blossom into the adult dog that we think he's going to be. He's a very happy, very confident dog, and like I said, social, loves to meet people,
Yes.
and loves to be out and about in the community.
Yeah. Do you think he's going to get much bigger than this?
I don't really. At 8 months old, he's kind of a petite dog. He's just 35-ish pounds, which is a really nice size for anybody to be able to handle. And so he may fill out a bit, but he won't.
He's not going to get much bigger,
No,
so if that's
not
your
at all.
concern, you don't have to be worried.
Right, definitely. And you mentioned he gets along well with other dogs as well. So if you already have dogs in the home, I mean, that's just already a plus.
Oh, he just wants to play all day. Yeah,
I love that.
Anybody we introduce him to, he's like, yeah, my new friend.
And you mentioned he's a little over 30 pounds, which is great news for him because it could help him get adopted. Tell us why.
We have a wonderful promotion this weekend. It's called Make Way for Big Dogs. So any dog over 30 pounds, their adoption fee has been reduced to $30.
Wow.
And this is going on at all 3 locations, so Rehoboth, Wilmington, and Stanton, Christiana. It starts today, Friday, and goes till Saturday in Rehoboth through Sunday at our northern 2 locations.
Great. And if they're specifically interested in him, though, he is at Rehoboth.
He is in Rehoboth.
Perfect. Okay, but you can go anywhere.
Absolutely.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so
Awesome.
sweet.
Yeah. If you are interested, probably get a move on because he's so cute.
So cute. I
He's
will
ready.
say, yeah, and he did great in the car, on the car ride over here. He was curious, looking out the window, and then he just curled up and laid down. So he's a good traveler too.
Oh, he doesn't get any better than that.
It really doesn't. You are the perfect pooch. Well, if you are interested in adopting Cena or any animals, they can check out online as well. Maybe get a little get to know.
Yeah, definitely.
Before considering looking at any specific animals. But if there's anybody that you're interested in taking home with you, make sure you check that
A
out.
lot of people here are already interested in Cena.
Yep.
I am
Just
too.
true.
So.
Yeah, it's true. She is true. It's great. Actually, before we let you go, Lee, you told us something earlier too that I just want to. If this doesn't help his case at all, I don't know what will. But he's been in the shelters most of his 8 months of life.
Yes,
you said.
yes. I was just reviewing his history this morning before I came over and realized that he came into our organization in March of this year, spent some time in a foster home until he was old enough and big enough to get his neuter surgery, and since then has been in our Wilmington facility and then now Rehoboth. So he's lived his, puppy life in a kennel, which
Yeah, he's ready.
he's ready, and to also, that's a stressful environment for a
is, it
dog,
is.
and for him to be so well adjusted and well behaved is amazing.
No,
so
it is.
It just goes to show what a great dog he is and will continue to be.
Oh my
So
God.
if you are ready to make your home Cena's new home, make sure you check him out, available
Yeah.
for adoption, and maybe, again, that big dog event is a great way to get a
Yes.
reduced adoption fee as well. But we've got more fun coming your way with more Coast Life when we get back, so don't go anywhere. All right, Coast Coast Life, as the seasons change, it's usually a pretty exciting time for the bird watchers out there, because that's when maybe our shorebirds start to migrate and we start to see some guests coming through Delmarva's wetlands. So here to tell us more with Delmarva Birding Weekends, Jim Rapp is joining us on the Coast Life couch. Welcome back.
Thank you. Love being here. You guys are great.
We love having you.
So tell us a little bit about, as we get into the fall season, what birds can people expect to see along coastal Delmarva?
So this time of year, honestly, everything that ever comes through, because so in migration, you mentioned shorebirds and wetlands birds. Fall migration for shorebirds actually begins in like July and August. These little birds go all the way to the Arctic Circle and then go all the way back. So it's a real quick season. So shorebirds have moved through. There's still some. Right now, like early October, it's songbirds, warblers, vireos, tanagers, and raptors. This is peak hawk falcon time. And things are coming down from New Jersey, down the Capes, Cape May to Cape Henlopen, so it's just a crazy good time of year. And then on the other end of it, it's the beginning of waterfowl season. So in come our winter ducks. So it's just, it's amazing. I think October, November can be like your highest species counts in the years because so many things are moving.
Yeah, yeah. You mentioned the raptors that come down in New Jersey. I know sometimes in the winter, occasionally, snowy owls have made their way to the beach.
They do. And so this is what makes birding so much fun is you expect to see the things you see in your backyard, you know, robins and red-tailed hawks and birds that we have around in our towns and suburban areas. But in these seasons, there's these times, certain times, when birds like snowy owls that have nested up in the Arctic again just decide to go on this amazing like walkabout all over the planet. And so there's some years where we can get them right at Cape Henlopen or Delaware Seashore State Park, even sometimes it's out in cornfields. So we don't know yet. It's early this year, but usually November, December, if they're going to come down, we'll start seeing snowy owls.
That's like Hedwig, right, from Harry Potter.
Hedwig from Harry Potter. Who doesn't love Hedwig?
I have a little Hedwig on my desk. I would die if I saw one.
No, I've never been lucky enough to see one in person, but that's why I think this is such a great time of year too for our photographers, our wildlife photographers. I mean, even the waterfowl. I mean, the ducks are inspiring for photographers, for artists. You see a lot of paintings. I mean, the decoy ducks.
That's right. This
area
area is known for
area.
this. Well, that's a good point. And the habitat we have here, you know, the inland bays, the Delaware Bay, all over the peninsula. Ducks love water, everybody knows that, but we are, for birds that migrate south, we are the South for them. So some go down to like the southern states or Florida, but most kind of hit this region and go, perfection, they stay. And on a good bird tour, we've had this happen, we can count up to 30 species of waterfowl. People don't realize the diversity in that one group of birds.
Yeah. That's incredible. Do you have any tours coming up on what you're going to be looking at? Maybe I know sometimes too you see things that aren't birds.
Oh yes, indeed. Well, you're very good at this page. So we do our tours, we really do interpret as much of all the nature we see, plants, insects, whatever. So as we ease into the winter season, not only are we getting all the ducks and the waterfowl we talked about, some winter songbirds and hawks, but this area is becoming known as a place to view seals. And so we expect the first few seals to roll in again, November, December. We start our tours in January and run them into April. And our record out there, this is off the breakwaters off Lewis, is 200 plus seals.
What?
Yeah, it's nuts. It was the craziest day. We typically get like 50 to 70, but in this one trip in March, we had 220 harbor seals and gray seals.
I would die.
I would die too. Well, my friends, we tried to squeeze out like the last bit of summer. We were on the boat and we went right in that area, and my friends were like, "Oh, we're looking for seals." I was like, "It's too early for seals. You're not going to see them
But it's
yet."
coming. It's right around the corner.
That's fantastic.
It is coming. So for people who do want to book a tour with you guys, how should they go about it? Because I mean, it really seems like it's a can't miss way to spend a weekend.
That's it. Super simple. DelmarvaBirding.com. We have our fall events up there, and I'll get the winter stuff up there really soon. Winter's become our favorite season. I mean, they're all good. Right now it's perfect. But winter, I think it's so unexpected. You just think down here in the winter, what's there to do? There's a ton of wildlife out there. So many things to see.
So many things to see.
I was going to say, speaking of kind of unexpected visitors to the area, you may have heard a little bit about this one. We're going to dive into sort of a special guest in Chincoteague that's made a bit of an appearance next. So Jim's not going anywhere. We got more Coast Life coming your way. Okay, Coast Life, we told you Jim wasn't going anywhere. He's sticking around to tell us about a guest that maybe you've heard a little bit about coming to Delmarva's area, which you probably haven't seen before. It's one of Paige's favorite animals.
I'm obsessed with flamingos.
Yes, the flamingo that made its way to Chincoteague. So Jim, tell us a little bit about this. How does the flamingo even find its way here?
So it's such a bizarre thing. And I got to say again, like, what makes birding so fun is anytime you go out, you have no idea. You may see something extraordinary like this American flamingo that was spotted in Chincoteague about a week ago. So what scientists and birders think happened here is all these storms we had earlier this year in like September, it was Hurricane Idalia that just kind of went through the Yucatan where these birds live. And I guess what my impression is they just don't want to be in that, and they kind of hang out on the outer edge and keep flying until they're out of harm's way, and they land, and all of a sudden, they're in places like this year, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Wisconsin. It's the craziest year for flamingos. This has never happened in the time I've been birding, 30 years. And so, yeah, there are now state records for, I think, 15, 17 states that just aren't expecting American flamingos in their ponds and waterways. But currently, there's one, maybe two, at Chincoteague. They've been hanging out around the Tom's Cove area since like last Sunday.
Aw, two would be nice. That
Yeah,
alone.
I was sad that maybe they would be alone. So what do they do now? I mean, do birds normally are they going to stick around Chincoteague and start a population?
Well, interesting. Probably not, but maybe, and I'll explain that. So flamingos. So these birds, what I've been following, because it's so good. You got to read all this stuff. All the bird groups I follow on social media. So they are moving. The hope is they do head south because it's mostly diet. So these are filter feeders. They feed upside down and they pump water through their bills. And there's all kinds of little algae and crustaceans in there, and that stuff's not going to last when the water gets really cold. So anyway, the hope is they do move south, and they probably will. Although no one will mess. The sort of policy is hands off unless they're injured.
Okay.
So there have been a few that have been picked up and taken care of. So hopefully they move south. However, in the last couple of years, other Florida birds, let's say, brown pelicans, white ibis, are now nesting on Delmarva. So I don't expect flamingos to do that. They probably wouldn't do well, but there are other southern birds that have made this region their home that weren't here when I started birding in the 90s.
Ooh, selfishly, I hope they stick around.
I know.
I hope they come to Delaware.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yes, well, you also mentioned sort of the policy being hands-off.
Yeah.
Could you talk about that a little bit more? Because again, people get excited when it's something that they haven't seen before, but really we're trying to encourage people to just stick to photographs, right?
Thank you for that. Right, so of course with these birds, people want to get pictures and selfies, and there's a level of harassment where you just stay away. I mean, most of the birds they're water birds. They're standing in the water, not out in the deep water. But stay far back. If you're in a boat, don't get too close. Try not to make them fly. The general rule, same with snowy owls, is if they look disturbed, then you're disturbing them. So don't get any closer than that. They're sitting, looking comfortable, feeding. Perfect. Any further than that, you're getting too close. But then back on the injury thing, there was a bird in Pennsylvania that actually got attacked by a snapping turtle.
Oh.
And it was taken to a rehabber, but it did pass. So this is a rough life out there for wild birds. So hopefully the birds that are here currently will all find their way south, and everybody has a nice winter. And they can go down where we want to go in the wintertime.
Yeah,
With the sun and the
exactly.
beach.
I don't think people realize that birds, they are fragile.
Yeah, and it's really tough. As beautiful as they are, daily life for any wild bird is a really hard thing. So the less we do to stress them out, the better, which is why we like to look through binoculars and keep them at a distance.
Yeah. Well, if you do see the flamingos, we'd love to see your pictures.
Yes,
of course, just from
please.
further away. We don't need any close-ups, like you said, any selfies.
Yes. So how long do you think the flamingos might be sticking around, or where should people maybe go if they do want to snap a photo?
Oh, that's a great question. So, I mean, currently they've been hanging around the Chincoteague National Wildlife Refuge, the Tom's Cove area up on the island. There's so many regions where we never see them unless you're out in a boat. So I would say that's your best bet right now. And there's things online like ebird.org where you can see where they are. You can just type in it's amazing, big search engine. But I think the anticipation is they probably won't be here much longer because as they can't find food, they may head south. And I believe some of the other states have seen this happen, that the birds have already started leaving, which is what we want.
That makes sense, yeah. That
Right.
is ultimately what we want. Well, Jim, thank you so much for coming in
Thank
and
you.
sharing about the
Love being with you
flamingo
guys.
and, of course, Delmarva birding weekends.
Yes.
It's going to be a great way to spend a weekend, especially as we do head into the calmer winter months. It's going to give you something really fun and
so
interesting
cool.
to do. Some good
We'd
photo
love to have
memories.
you.
Yes.
And you guys too.
Thank you. Yes, we
we'd
got to do it.
love to join you. Well, we'd also love you to stick around on Coast Life. We're not going anywhere, so grab your snacks, do whatever you got to do, because we are going to be right back.
Never mixed mustard and cottage cheese together. Okay, that's actually really good.
All right, Coast Life, every week now we've kind of been trying new things on TikTok so that you don't have to, because there's a lot of questionable trends on TikTok.
Yeah, some have worked, some have not worked.
Yeah, we started off with the corn and the microwave. That didn't work so well, but the fruit roll-up one was good.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, we tried the ice cream and the fruit roll-up, and we got that nice crunch that they said was supposed to happen, so we'll take it as a win.
Yeah, so today we're going to try another food trend on TikTok that has been going viral. This one we're a little weary about.
People are swearing by it. It's the mustard diet. Maybe you've heard. It's something that people are really, to call it the mustard diet doesn't quite seem totally honest.
No.
But
Yeah, but
basically people are dipping already kind of healthy foods in mustard to make
Yeah.
it more palatable, I guess.
it's supposed to apparently help you lose weight. People have been doing this. They're losing weight. They say it's actually really good. So it's so easy. You can do it at your desk. We're at my desk right now.
Yeah.
Just to try it out. See if it's like a good afternoon snack for when you're at work.
And I mean, as far as trendy fad diets go, a lot of times, like, this doesn't seem to be missing a whole lot of nutrition.
No.
Like, it does seem to cover a lot of food groups. Like, you're still getting a balanced snack
Yeah.
or meal out of it. So, not the worst. We're just going to see if it tastes any good.
All right, let's see. You only need 3 things, or you can do more because what we're doing is we're going to be dipping. So we'll show you. First thing you need is we're bringing it back. Cottage cheese.
Can't escape it.
You are not escaping this. So cottage cheese, and then Leah, if you don't mind, here is our other ingredient, mustard.
Did we open the seal? Yes.
Yes.
We did.
So what you're gonna do? Put the mustard in the cottage cheese. I know.
How much of this goes in here?
Let's like a good bit, not just a sprinkle.
Okay.
Like get in there. Yeah.
Like that?
I think that's good, maybe.
Okay.
All right. This is your dip.
Ugh.
Now, people have been picking different things to put in this.
Already smelling it is like,
I know. You can put chicken sausage in this. You can put raw vegetables, but a really popular one is the hearts of palm, which I've also never tried.
I haven't tried it either. So we're trying all kinds of new things with TikTok made me try it today.
Smell it. I don't love it.
None of the smells here are good.
No. All right. Do you want to pick one out?
Okay.
Sorry, we're gonna get a little dirty. Just shake it off. Oh gosh.
Oh no.
I don't know how I feel. Oh, the texture.
It's not great.
Oh. Oh my. All right, you got your heart of palm.
I got it.
I'm gonna turn mine around because it's thicker on this end.
I'm so distressed right now.
And you have your cottage cheese mustard dip. Let's do it, baby. Cheers, Leah.
Oh, no.
Oh, something popped out of mine. That's unsettling.
Just like mix it a little.
I don't know.
Trying to make sure I get more than just the mustard.
Okay.
Okay.
Cheers. Oh, wait a minute.
It mostly just tastes like mustard.
It's not terrible.
It's not terrible. I was so upset about this, but
Look how weird heart of palm is. It has like an inside core. I didn't know that.
it doesn't really taste like anything. Which I think is why when you combine the cottage cheese and mustard, mostly you're just getting mustard.
I'm gonna have some more.
We're going in for a second bite.
Okay. Oh yeah. If I was like wanting to maybe lose weight, I would do this because you have your protein, you have your
Yep.
veggie, it's not unhealthy.
Low calorie, you got, decent nutrition in there, so.
Okay. We're not mad at it.
Not mad at it.
This
I
is
was
pretty
way more
fine.
nervous about this than
Yeah.
when we started. So, I put this in the win column for TikTok maybe try
I
it this
think
week.
so too. Another TikTok win. All right, hey, let us know if you try it and what you think.
Yes, but another win for you. We are checking out your happy place of the week. We're going to do just that with the Parker Group now.
Paige and Leah, welcome to the home of your dreams. Nestled in the serene community of the Marina at Peppers Creek in Dagsboro. With an open floor plan connecting each of the living spaces and 5 bedrooms and 3 baths, this home has more than enough space for gatherings. This week's Happy Place is sponsored by the Parker Group.
You're watching Coast Life, and the time is here, our final Halloween DIY of the week. And this one is so cute, so fun, and it's especially good for kids.
Yes, should be pretty easy. All you're going to need is a balloon, the balloon stick, and the little balloon holder guy that connects the two.
Yeah, we got these for like $1 at the store.
Something like
$2,
that.
pretty cheap.
And we got some streamers too to kind of give our ghosts a little bit of a tail,
Yeah.
a little bit of a haunted trail, if you will.
So you can make any color ghost, but we have white balloons because we thought we'd make traditional ghosts.
We're going classic
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
So yeah, let's get to it. The
All right.
steps are pretty easy.
Super easy.
Step 1, inflate the balloon.
Woo! How big are you going?
I think that's probably good, right?
Okay. Whew, I'm a
Maybe
little
more?
lightheaded.
Yeah.
Whew.
This is the tricky part, tying the knots on the balloon. You got it?
I'm a balloon pro.
So I see.
Yeah, yeah.
Me not so much.
Do you want help?
Got it.
There you go. All right, so we actually haven't used these before. So we have our little balloon stick holders. I gotta go this way. And they have these little, those, I don't know what you call these, like little slits on them.
Yeah.
Just slide it in there, get the knot,
Okay.
and so it should sit.
Like so.
Yeah, boom.
There we go.
Look!
Yeah. We want to do what? Streamers first?
Yes. Yeah, let's do streamers first. Why not? What do you think?
And draw last so we avoid any chance of rubbing.
Yeah.
Stick.
I don't know. We might need some more Gorilla Glue. We
might.
have it laying around somewhere. We both are like this with our balloons in front of our face. Like, you can't see us. Do you want help?
Yeah, I don't know why it's not. Okay, there we go. Got
Okay,
it. Nailed
there
it.
you go. All right.
First try.
Yeah. So let's just grab some streamer.
Okay.
You got yours. All right.
Mine?
We did black and white, but I'd love to see like a rainbow ghost.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Can't hurt.
So we'll just kind of tuck this in that top balloon holder and wrap around the stick here.
This is the part where we're just gonna go crazy with and figure out as we go along. Yeah, I think so. I was gonna kind of just. Oh, you know what you could do? Maybe just like tie it.
Yeah.
I'm having the opposite problem. This stick keeps coming out. There
Give
we
them
go.
a little bit of length.
Yeah.
How many streamers do you want to do?
I don't know. 3 maybe?
3? Do you want to mix colors too?
Yeah, I'll trade you in a second here. Yeah. Oh,
Streamers.
I love. I'll do one more black. I love that we have these sticks too, so you can just parade them around town.
Yeah, exactly. Little ghost parade.
Yeah. Do whatever you want with them.
Trade ya?
Perfect.
Oh yeah, he's just sitting here.
Our ghost buddy. It's kind of sad they don't have faces yet.
Not yet.
Oh.
Those will be our final touches.
Why am I struggling? There we go. I'm taking a slightly different approach than you with the streamers, so we'll just see what ends up working.
Yeah, I mean that's really a lot of arts and crafts. Really,
Yeah.
is just kind of trial and error sometimes,
Yeah.
and seeing what works. I'm gonna do a white and a black,
Perfect.
and they're just gonna kind of. I'm
They're-
just tucking them in at the top here,
They're
kind of
twins.
with the knot of the balloon.
That's smart. Okay.
Da, 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 da.
Oh, yours is cute.
Well, he's a little lopsided. Uh-oh.
Oh wait, look how weird mine looks.
At least yours is sticking upright. All right,
Aw,
final
man.
touches are gonna be the faces.
Let's do it. We have purple and orange because some traditional Halloween
Yeah.
colors. Any preference?
Not really.
Okay. How about orange to match your pants?
Okay, that sounds good.
All right. Are you gonna go spooky ghost?
I might try and go cute ghost.
All right, I'm gonna go
Not sure.
spooky.
Uh-oh, my ghost is falling off his
no.
stand here.
This is a little messier than I thought it would be.
Let's see.
I am Picasso over here.
Big eyes.
Oh, he's so cute. I can't wait for you guys to see him. What are you gonna name your ghost?
Boo Radley.
Boo
Like
Radley.
in To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh, I was thinking like Boo Radley.
Oh,
But Boo Radley.
That's cute too.
I'm gonna do.
That's one eye.
Oh wow! Now
Big
my
eyes.
mine's small. Mine's gonna be Paige because it looks just like me.
I'm gonna give him just a little smile.
Oh, he's cute, Leah. He looks like a little
A
bug.
little bean smile.
I love this craft. This is so fun. I could see how.
See, this one's cute.
Yeah, I could see how people would like these, and it's kind of relaxing.
Yeah.
Oh, so these are our new hosts.
Yeah.
You can stick 'em right there.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're in good hands.
Bradley and oh, that's kind of. It's even spookier if they lose their head. It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh. And there's your Halloween craft. They're cousins.
So maybe you can give this a try this weekend or something if you're looking for something to do with the kids.
Yeah.
We've had you covered all week, especially if you try any of these crafts.
Yeah.
We want to know which ones worked for you and maybe which ones didn't work so well. But either way, if you made an attempt, share it with us, team@coastlife.com.
Aw, no!
Okay, one more time.
Okay.
Yes!
It'll be a close game, but they'll win. Thanks, Rob.
Check out those skills.
I know.
Hey, that was the other day. Yeah.
Yeah, and that came about because you were making a bet.
I was. I said if I catch it, the popcorn in my mouth, the 49ers will beat the Cowboys. I caught the popcorn on the second try. So maybe it'll be a close game, but the 49ers will win in the end. That's the bet.
We'll count it because as long as the Cowboys lose, I'm a happy girl.
But can you vouch for me really quick? Before we shot that video, I did catch it on the first try.
Yes, she did. I can vouch for that.
Please, there's no evidence. You can think I'm a big liar, but it is true. I caught it the first try technically, so 49ers taking it home.
It's true, and that's always what happens, you know? You the first try, nobody's filming, and then you're like, that was amazing, and then you can't recreate it.
Can you get it on film this time? Yeah, it didn't work. But the good news is, if you're excited, if you're making your bets for that game, 49ers, Cowboys, right here this weekend on Coast TV. And like right after the game, I mean right after, you have Coast TV News. So you're going to get ready for your week with your local news, and you can see if your bets won at the football game.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, a lot of fun Sunday.
And all week long, we've been giving you some Halloween DIY crafts to try. What was your favorite one so far, or that we did this week?
Actually, I'm going to say the Apple candle holders.
Those were cute.
Yeah, because I think they surprised me. I thought they would look whack.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't think of a better word. I think they would look funny, but they were cute.
They were cute.
Yeah, what about you?
Yeah, I think our little ghosts were cuter than I thought they would be today.
I think so too.
I wasn't really sure what to expect with those.
Yeah.
In the photo, I was like, oh, they're kind of sad, but they kind of grew on me.
I think it slowly got better each day. So if you tried any of those crafts, or if you want us to try any crafts, let us know. Send them to us.
Yeah,
we'll try them. We're here.
Team@coastlife.com.
As always.
But it is about that time for us to get on out of here. Enjoy your weekend.
Yeah.
We are going to